Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm doing another video using some Mirch products. So I've got two here to try out. If you guys did watch there's a couple of videos I did a few months ago now where Mirch Car Care here, which is an Australian car care company, they sent me out a box of some of their products to try out. I haven't actually made my way through all of those products yet, some that I'm hoping to get to soon. But when I was making the video, I sort of browsed through their website to show you guys just the range they have. And I saw this one, which isn't one that they sent me. This is called Blue Candy. It's their car shampoo. They did send me one of their foaming shampoos, I guess, and their Decon foaming shampoo. I've done the video with it's called Hulk, their snow foam, and I like that product. But this one is probably more interesting to me. So I ended up jumping on their website and ordering some because I just wanted to try it out. Main reason being, this is one that you use in both foam cannon and in your bucket. So you guys probably don't know because I haven't really shown my wash process yet on the channel. But what I generally do is, for my own cars anyway, is if the car's just dusty, I'll just rinse it very thoroughly with a pressure washer. I'll then foam it using a car shampoo, and then I will use my wash mitt on my hand. I do a zero bucket method. I load the wash mitt up using both what's already foamed onto the car, and I use a spray bottle like this, which will be the same dilution as the foam cannon. So a 1 to 10 or 1 to 9 dilution, 900 mils of water, 100 mils of the car shampoo. Then I'll just spray onto the mitt on my hand using the foam that's already on the car and go over it. And every panel or so, when you would normally dunk that mitt back into your rinse bucket, I instead use the pressure washer to rinse off my mitt while it's on my hand, which I think is a far more effective way of sort of rinsing than it is of going back into a rinse bucket. So that's basically what I do, and the reason why this interests me is because you can use this for both a foaming product and for a 2-bucket method or a contact wash. So that's my method. NV Snow, which is probably one of my all-time favorite, is also the same. It is a dual concentrate. You use it for either, and this seems to be the same thing. So yeah, I decided to jump on the website and order it. And at the same time, after we wash the car, I'm going to test out another one of the products they did send me. So this is Bliss. This is their quick detailer. So it won't be adding any protection to the paint. It is just simply a drying aid or a gloss enhancer. So yeah, keen to try that out after we've washed the car to help with the drying. So I figured I'd just try both these products out today in this video. We will be cleaning up the red Evo 10, and as always using just my cheap $99 Ryobi pressure washer. So if I get good foam, then I'm pretty sure you guys will as well. And we'll be using the MJJC Foam Cannon Pro. I'm going at a 900 ml water to 100 ml product ratio, as I always do. So yeah, with that said, I'm going to set this up, fill everything up that I need, jump out, and we'll get the camera set up and we'll foam this car down. Alright guys, so we've got our foam cannon mixed up, ready to go. 1 litre in there, so we'll see how we go through it. Stuff does smell really nice, which I will add. So first we're just going to test it out in the foam cannon and see how it does. So let's go over the front of the car here. Yeah, that is some incredibly thick foam. It's going to come around to the side here. Okay, I sort of overdid it on the amount of foam I put on this sort of front corner here, but yeah, that is really thick and that smells amazing. I'm just going to go down the back of the car now. And we'll see how that does for some clinging here where I didn't overdo it. Doesn't seem to cling like the Bowden's one or anything. That stuff just sort of clings on forever. But yeah, this looks like it will just really bring some of the grit down with it as it runs off. Nice and thick foam and smells amazing. I'm really keen to see this car is ceramic coated, by the way, too, so it does, the foam does sort of run off usually a little bit quicker. But yeah, so I might just go around the car a little bit more, get a full, may as well just fully foam it and rinse it off. And yeah, then I want to see how it does as when I use it with my wash mitt. Alright guys, so I have foamed it and rinsed it. So completely rinsed all the foam off that we did the first time. And I didn't do that on camera, I just didn't really think of it, but it did rinse off really easily, definitely no residue left. Rinsed off, straight away beating. So now, that's done, that's our pre-foam stage. Now using the exact same shampoo, it's probably a little bit more diluted now because I just kind of topped it up. So I'm going to refoam the car. So I'll show you exactly my wash process and we'll see how it does for the lubricity of when doing a hand wash. So. Okay, so using that bonnet section to start. So what I need is this guy, my spray bottle. So what I'll do is I put my mitt on, give it a rinse, and then spray down with the spray bottle that has the car shampoo mixed the same dilution as foam cannon. And the car's obviously already covered. And then we'll do our normal wash as though it's just come out of a bucket. Yeah, this stuff does feel nice and slick. Super slick. A really nice smell to this one too. Okay, so we do that sort of, that front section, hit the windscreen a little bit. The reason why I like this white mitt as well, being white you can see if you've got anything in it, and then also it's like a glove on one side that fits your hand well for the rinsing stage that I'm about to show you guys next. Okay, so say there is where we want to now dunk that into our rinse bucket. Now since we don't have one of those, we're doing 0 buckets, put it back on our hand. We get our trigger and we'll hold it out and rinse it, which I think is a more thorough way of rinsing it off rather than the bucket. So like this. You can see why I like this CarPro mitt, as it fits your hand a lot better than some of the big double-sided ones. So yeah, you can hold it quite nicely and rinse it off. So then that's that front section done. So then I would get normally I would have foamed the entire car at once. So I just did the front because I was just showing for the video. But say I had foamed the entire car down, I would then reload this back up. So just a few sprays. And really you can do it just like this. So this is Sandro from Carcraft's method. This is where I got this idea. So a few years ago he did a video showing this method and I have been doing it ever since. The only one thing I've added is that I foam the car for just extra lubricity rather than just doing this method which he did, which was, yeah, so now this is covered in suds we would then be able to go over, which obviously works fine, but just for that extra bit of protection I foam the entire car and use the spray bottle. Still use a lot less water and a lot less sort of car shampoo than I would for just a general wash, because usually you'd probably put, this is 100 mils, usually you'd probably put like 40 mils I guess per bucket wash. This bottle will last me 10-20 washes, so it's a good money saver. And I think, a better method, because since I'm rinsing this off every single pass, I know I'm not really picking anything up. I'm not going back into a rinse bucket that I've also put 20 litres of water in. So it's time saver, money saver, water saver. So this is the method I use. So I thought I'd show you guys, because this, what is it called? The Mirch blue candy is perfect for my sort of wash method. So yeah, I'm going to finish washing the car off. I won't film the rest of that process, but it's the same thing we just did there. And then I'm going to dry it using Detail Bliss. So we'll see how that works as well. So yeah, so far really liking this stuff though. So I'll go over my thoughts at the very end of the video, but now I'm just going to finish washing this car off. Alright guys, so the car is washed, and I used the blow car dryer there to sort of blow the majority of the water off. What I want to do now is use this Mirch Detail Bliss and my Car Pro drying towel, which is just the small one. It's all you really need, I think, with ceramic coated car, if you blow most of the water off or sort of flood it off with a hose. So I'm going to use this, the Mirch Detail Bliss, and we'll go over and we'll get the rest of the car dried up. So I'll do it with the camera in my hand, so let's give this a good shake up first. I haven't actually used this yet, so I'll make sure the trigger is primed and ready to go. Okay, there we go. So there's a few droplets of water there, so I'm just going to spray straight onto the bonnet. Oh, this stuff smells really nice too. Get our drying towel, and it's going to go over. And yeah, so that's getting that last bit of the water, picking up all of the Detail Bliss. Always like using products like this to dry the car off, just because I know I've washed it, I know there should be no contaminants left on it, but I still just like to just have some sort of lubrication there. This stuff is really nice and slick. So yeah, there we go, there's the bonnet done. Let's go this side guard here, which is basically dry anyway, but this can be used obviously as just a doesn't have to be a drying aid, I'm just using it as that basically, but can just be used as quick detail spray. So yeah, that easily wipes straight off, no smearing, not really seeing anything left behind, but paint is really popping, which already was honestly, so I don't know if I'll see a huge difference. It does feel slicker though, it is making this paint a lot slicker feeling, so that's a bonus for it. Yes, I'm liking this stuff so far, so I'll just do this side door here as well. So just a couple of sprays. And I'll get this side skirt. Bit of water down there. So yeah, actually really nice product to use. Very similar to the one that I use from Car Pro that I mix up myself. This definitely smells a lot nicer. So man, that's super easy to use. It's not leaving anything behind at all. Don't have to go over with a second towel. I'm seeing it, I'm wiping it and I'm seeing it just disappear. So yeah, really liking this stuff. This is one of the ones they sent me originally when they first sent me the box of stuff out to try, and it was one that I was very keen to try out. I just didn't know how I could make its own video on it, so ended up deciding, you know what, it can be on the end of another video where I try one of their other products. So yeah, it worked out well. So it's getting that last bit of water there at the side skirt. And now we've got a fair bit onto the towel. We can probably just do a panel or so without spraying. But it straight away doesn't feel as slick. So yeah, the benefit of using this. So now I'll try that, wipe that again. So we'll dry those sections that we sprayed it, and we'll just go back over, flip it over. Yeah, it feels slicker straight away. So this stuff will add a fair bit of slickness to your paint. If you have a coating like me, specifically Car Pro Sea Quartz UK without the gliss topper, it's not the slickest feeling product. So using this as your drying aid, you are going to get a noticeable bump up in slickness to your paint. Which does that really mean a lot? I mean, not really. It is just nicer to dry slick paint is all. So yeah, I'm gonna just go over the rest of the car now. No need to film the entire thing. And then I'll pick the camera back up at the end and talk about my final thoughts for this and the Blue Candy Snow Foam. Alright guys, so I've just finished up the car, and as you can see, it looks absolutely amazing. This gloss, and yeah, it is the right sort of lighting. Doesn't look as good in the camera, but yeah, looked amazing. Going to go over both the products that we tried. So first, we use the Mirch Blue Candy. Now, this was one that as I said, they did not send me, so this isn't free. I did buy this one. A lot of the other stuff that I'm trying from Mirch, I have been sent to test out and make videos on. They wanted my honest opinion, but this one I bought myself, and so all my opinions anyway are going to be unbiased. If I don't like a product, I am going to say so. This one though, I absolutely love this stuff. This stuff smells so good, super slick when you're using it. Amazing foam out of the foam cannon. There's pretty much no downside. So one thing I haven't talked about though is the price. And I actually forgot to look that up before I filmed. So the reason why I'm saying it at the end is because I actually had forgotten. So the whole time while I was using it, I was really sort of bringing it up in my head how much I was liking it. And then I was like, oh, but wait, I haven't looked at the price. If this stuff's really expensive, I'm gonna not really recommend it. So just looked up the price now. So you can get this in 3 sizes, 500ml, 1 litre, and a 5 litre. So 500 mils is $11 or $10.99. That is really cheap. The 1 litre, which I have here, is $16. So $16 for 1 litre of that. I used a lot because I did. I've got this 100 mils in here, and I used basically 200 mils in this. I was actually going to film like a cinematic snow foam thing, so I did a whole extra foam, and then realised the video would be too long, so I just left that off. But yeah, I've used a lot. But $16 for a litre, this will last me a long time. And then if you want to buy 5 litres, it's only $50. So $50 for 5 litres of this stuff. So I'm 100% buying 5 litres of this. This is going into the rotation, up into my car shampoo shelf. NV Snow and this are my 2 go-tos that are dual concentrate. Car Pro Reset is my main go-to for just if I'm doing a foam wash and I want to use a different snow foam. But yeah, this being that it does both so well, highly recommend this stuff. Australian made and cheap, which is a huge bonus. So moving on to the Detail Bliss. Now this is one that as I was using it, I was sort of saying like I didn't know how I was going to film a video on this because it's just a quick detail spray. Without comparing against another one, there's not really much I could do. So I tacked it on to the end of this video because I did want to use it at the end of this wash. Firstly, I will say it smells amazing. Really made the paint slick and look amazing. Like it is definitely slick feeling compared to when I was just drying the car on panels that I hadn't sprayed it onto. Huge difference. It is hard to say if it added gloss because this car is so glossy already, being that it was completely polished and coated about a year ago and has been maintained pretty well. But I do feel like it's added a little bit of slickness and a lot of slickness and a little bit of gloss. So as for price for this one, so this is the 500ml bottle that they've sent me. This one, I did use a fair bit of it, I guess. So you'd probably get maybe 10 cars out of it if you used as much as I just did. I used more of this than what I usually would. Normally I spray into my towel, but just with how slick it was feeling when I sprayed it straight onto the panel that I just kept doing that. So it is a fair amount. I reckon 10 cars out of that for $17, sorry, for 500 mils. It also comes in the 1 litre, which is $23. So I think that's pretty well priced. If you do buy the 1 litre though, it doesn't come with a sprayer, it's just the bottle. So they'll sell you a sprayer, or you buy this 500ml bottle first and you top it up. And then lastly, they do sell a 5 litre, which is $90. So probably not something that I would buy in 5 litres. Then again, 5 litres would take a long time to get through. So if you're getting, I reckon, 10 cars out of this, then you'll get 50 cars out of the 5 litres. So pretty good value, really. I'm going to keep using this one, and I'll see if I want to buy the 1 litre. I don't see myself buying the 5 litres, so I just don't think I'll need that much of it. And I already use a similar type product for drying my car. But everything I've used so far from these guys has been amazing. There's not a whole lot of hype about them, which I'm surprised about. I have to admit, I'd only seen some Facebook like advertising sort of, ads showing them using their products, little videos and stuff. I hadn't really heard much talking about them. But now I'm sort of unsure why, because everything I've used is amazing. Their prices are really good, and they're an Australian company. Everything is made in-house by their chemists. So yeah, pretty impressed. I think I'll end the video there because I'll probably go on too long, but I will quickly just come over, show you guys the car to see how good this paint is looking. So yeah, it's definitely giving this some crazy gloss, and the car still smells amazing out here. The smell of that detail bliss is highly addictive. So I mean, yeah, if you look at that, it's definitely made the paint pop. So yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the video there. Thought I'd just do a little quick walk around. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. So I have so many products to try and film that I just need to try and get through some of them. So yeah, here's one. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up down below. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already, and leave me a comment down below. We'll put links to both these products in the description. Let me know if you have tried Mirch products out. If not, if you'd be willing to, because so far, everything I've tried I'd recommend. So jump on their website, see if there's something you need, and I just recommend just grab it, give them a try. But yeah, with all that said, that's going to be the end for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.